Hello. Hello. Hope everyone's having a good day. Why did I hit no, that's the wrong one. That's what it was supposed to look like. Why did it not remember? Hi Magic. How you doing? How you doing today? Right. I am tired. I got done work today and I basically just immediately fell asleep. So and I woke up like an hour ago? So I'm still a little tired. Good, get naps in. I never asked, how did that experiment that you had, that you were like staying up super late for, how did that go? I forgot to ask. That was like a few weeks ago. Went just fine the day of. Just submitted the samples for sequencing, so I should have the data back for analysis in another week or two. Oh, jeez. What is the experiment on? Like, what were you doing exactly? Or what are you trying to find out? Get as technical as you want. So in this one, it's a washroom. It's a pretty big washroom. And we have to clean out everything before we clean the toilets. Yeah, so depending on your previous biology knowledge, you may or may not be aware of the cell cycle, how cells proceed through different phases of growth before dividing. I know the cell cycle exists. If you asked me to explain the cell cycle or it name stuff, I would be able to not not at all, but I'm aware it exists. Cycle goes G1S, during which DNA is replicated, G2, and then mitosis before the daughter cells go into G1 again. Okay. Wait, is it the toilets or In the washroom, complete the toilets last. Okay. So your experiments on the cell cycle? Or an interesting observation, though, is that the amount of time spent in the cell cycle varies between stem cells and differentiated cells, with stem cells replicating about 8 hours and differentiating cells closer to 25. Interesting. Additionally, the epigenetic marks that silencing genes are much less prevalent in stem cells than differentiated. Huh. So my lab hypothesizes that the short cell cycle that helps stem cells have less silencing since there is less time before the cell divides for the silencing marks to be deposited. Interesting. My overnight experiment involved increasing the length of time stem cells spent in specifically the G1 phase, so now I'll be looking to see how their epigenetic marks have changed. Oh, so yeah, if you increase the time, theoretically, according to the hypothesis, there should be more of the silencing genes. Oh, that's cool. See, you're so smart. It's a fun project to work on, though it isn't what my thesis will be about. Okay, but what will your thesis be about? I feel like you've mentioned it, but I don't remember if you have. Smart is hard to kind of define. I'm starting to biochemistry mostly because it's what I've put work into learning about and doing. Clean, clean, clean. I mean, yeah. But you're still really, like, good about that. Like, your services are required back at the carnival in order to redress the scales of justice? What the flap is a scales of justice? See, if you asked me about stuff about biochemistry, I mean, with the limited knowledge that I got in school, I would basically be like, the body exists. That's my that's my biochemistry knowledge. I don't remember anything. My bio class was not fun. It also didn't help that I was in honors bio when I wasn't that good at math, or wasn't that good at science. Different skills lend themselves to fields too. For example, I have very good visual memory, so note taking has been very easy for me. I can remember pretty much exactly when I've written down word for word, plus any little pictures or diagrams. And I have good spatial thinking, so thinking about molecules in 3D has always been pretty straightforward. C. I had to. I am so. Like, when I was in school, no matter how hard I tried to take notes, it did not work. I just could not focus on writing the words down because I am, um, like, because it was just like, by the time like, gotten the words written down, like, I was so far behind that it's like, it's not even worth it. It's not worth me writing things. I'll just listen and retain. And, cram. Lots and lots of cramming. Just note, your father might have been in honors classes, but I never considered myself good at school. See, I had a teacher. I think I've told this story before. Um, I had a teacher. Yeah, it was 10th grade history class, and um, the teacher was like, I'm going to teach like they do in college. I'm just going to stand up here and say words. There's going to be no, like, presentations. There's not going to be, like, a PowerPoint. There's not going to be me writing on the blackboard. I'm just going to say things, and you're going to have to, like, write them down and retain them because that's what they do in college. Which, me looking back, I'm like, no, none of my teachers did that. That would be stupid. No. But this is how he taught the 10th grade history class. And I remember one of the days, um, like, I tried writing notes, and no, I didn't even try writing notes because I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to keep up. There's no point. I'll just listen. Ugh, I don't care for just lecturing style, especially since care about the lecturing style, especially since I feel like it emphasizes just memorization, regurgitation, instead of like understanding the concepts of being able to apply them. Well, and this was history, so like re- regurgitation is all he really wanted, because this was U.S. history specifically, I believe. Yeah, because that was the class we talked about, like, um, we talked about, um, uh, uh, what's the thing? The assembly line and such. Um, and so, uh, the teacher at one point looked at me and was like, "Where's your notebook?" And I'm like, "I don't have a notebook for this class." Um, Still, what a boring way to teach a class. I think any subject could be made interesting, even if the student maybe doesn't love the topic, understandable and applicable. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, but I was like, I don't have a notebook for this class. I'm just gonna listen. And then the teacher was like, okay, um, can't wait to see your Fs. And then, um, later down the line, like, we had quizzes and stuff like that. And this uh my history class was right after lunch, like right after lunch. And so what happened was, and it's still like, my roommate was like, it's, I think it, like, if I brought it up, my roommate would still be a little pissed about it. um I would listen to my roommate and others study about, like, the subject before the quiz, and then I would just, dangerous to have a class right after lunch. Well, it actually was helpful because like, my roommate also had it after lunch, but like a different time after lunch. It wasn't just directly after lunch like I had it. And so my roommate, my now roommate, and some others um were studying it, and I would just basically sit there and listen to them just spout facts so that they could learn it, and then I would directly go into the quiz and answer all the questions, and then the teacher would give the quiz back, and I would have like 90 somethings. And so the teacher was always like, how are you not failing? You should be failing. You're not taking notes. Like, you're not even doing this. Like, you're not even like, doing this properly. You have no way to study. Like, why are you not failing? And it was solely because everybody else was studying beforehand, and I'm basically like, I'll just listen to them study and memorize it. Hi! Hi, Ace Couple! Did your high school do the weird schedule of multiple lunch times, but some of them were like right in the middle of class, so you would learn for a bit, go to lunch, then go to the same class? Maybe I was in the. So what my school did was, there was 80 of us per grade, and seventh and eighth graders had a had a lunch together. Ninth and 10th graders had a lunch together, 11th and 12th graders had a lunch together, and they basically had it where I think we had like, I forget if we had 7 or 8 periods, um but like I think it's like we had 8 periods, and third period, fourth period, and fifth period were the different lunch times, where I think it was where yeah, where I think it might have been like ninth and 10th had it for third period or something like that. I 7th and 8th had it for fourth period, and I think one of them had like 11th or 12th or something, or it might have gotten it switched, had it for fifth period. Um, oh, interesting. We didn't have oh, we didn't have lunch by grade, depending on what class subject you were dictating the lunch. Interesting. Sorry, we're just on Ace Couple. We're just on the high school stories again. Well, I remember I went to a small private school, so like they did things differently. Um, it's just well, so here's the thing for me, like, at least for the podcast when we were talking about high school, like, it kind of is relevant in terms for me because that Christian high school is basically the foundation of, like, where I learned most of the Christianity stuff. So, like, at least when talking about Christianity, for me, it makes sense to go off on high school, a high school thing. Here, it's directly because I was asking about Magic's experiment that they had a few weeks ago, and then it related to oh, I don't know how much you remember of the cell cycle, and then we kind of just I just started asking, like, making comments. You know, this is just how I am. I mean, it makes sense for your part of the story. Mine was just stuff. I mean, eh, it's fine. I just arrived here, so I'm not sure what you're talking about specifically when you were talking about the history teacher thing. But in high school, I had a history teacher who emphasized understanding and making links between events. X happened, which caused Y to happen, rather than remembering specific dates. And in the year I had this teacher, I got 97. See, that's a really good way of learning history. Um, that was not the way my history teacher, um, really taught stuff. Also, hello, Death. I hope you're having a good day. And hello, Ace Couple. Hope you're having a good day. Um, this teacher kind of was just like, okay, like, blah, 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 this stuff happened. We were talking about Sharky, about to be on a podcast because is a very famous streamer. You don't need to lie to people, Ace Couple. Courtney, just stop lying. There is no famousness here. Among our top 3 favorite streamers. Enter joke of, well, do you know only 3 streamers? Tied for first. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on, get paid. Oh wait, was I not supposed to all-star? Oh no, Daily Kingdom Hearts facts. Okay, let's see. What would be a good Daily Kingdom Hearts facts? Hmm. Let me actually go get my book again for a second. I will be right back. Listen to the crickets. Okay, I'm back. Do do do. Sorry, I'm just checking something. I have to find the right. Boo 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 boo. Sorry, I'm just. Okay, so there is an old story related to the conception of Kingdom Hearts. Um, the old story is that um uh Disney, I think Disney Japan and Square Enix, or Squaresoft at the time, had um offices in the exact same business and building, and one day they were in an elevator and just got to talking in an elevator like some people in the Disney side and on the Square side, and Kingdom Hearts was born. After that, like, talk in an elevator. However, um that has actually, and that was actually a story that was told for years and years and years, ever since like 2000 something. However, that story is not true, and I'm trying to find the exact thing. Um, Sorry, I'm just trying to find it. Where basically, um, some of the Disney Japanese division were like, "Hey, what if we make the people who made Final Fantasy make us a game?" And uh, then some of the Square employees got called into an office and were told and were basically like, "Oh, that'd be cool, but we don't have the rights to, like, Mickey and them. Like, how are we gonna make a Disney game?" And it's just like, okay, well, let's start, like, talking a bit more. Like, let's figure this stuff out. Hopefully that was a good fact. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I remember being told that the elevator story for years. But yeah, it's simply just not true. It's a nice story, but it's not the truth. Gosh. Do, 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 do. Yeah. I mean, it's everywhere, right? When people talk about the creation of Kingdom Hearts, like, it's kind of just everywhere where people are like, "Oh yeah, like they got into like they got into an elevator and boom, Kingdom Hearts." And it's like, okay. And I mean, like, Square and Disney, like, kind of didn't help, and they kind of were the ones pushing it a bit. So all sides were at fault here. Hope everybody else also enjoyed learning about Kingdom Hearts. I know Magic loves hearing about Kingdom Hearts stuff and is a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts lore. Laughing, laughing, laughing. Where are the last bits? Aha! Aha! But no. The high school stories that I told on the podcast, I'm like, I probably have about like dozens more that I don't remember, that like could just pop into my head at any point in time. I don't think I actually told you guys about so the our cafeteria was themed. We like we had a themed cafeteria. And like thinking about it now, I'm just like, oh, this sounds just so kind of cringy. But our cafeteria was like 50s themed, or like was it 50s or was it like 70s or something like that? Like we had like there was like looked like part of a car on the wall. We had like bank like booths that looked like you were in like a restaurant. Like it was a weird now I have to see what like yeah, it's a 50 style cafe. Uh-huh. Come on, show me a picture of that. Yep. Oh, there was a front of a car. There was that checkerboard pattern. Oh my gosh. That you see in like 50s diners in the old stuff. Like, uh huh. And thinking about it now, I'm just like, that feels kinda weird. Mid 2000s, in the mid like late 2000s, uh early 2010s, like eating food in a 50s diner looking thing. My high school was just weird. Like, I don't know about y'all, my high school was weird. Oh my gosh, Rogue, thank you for the raid! Rogue Heist! Oh, give us the trash! Oh, there's so much dirt and trash here! Oh, hi everyone! Um, my name is Sharky. Usually there is a second person here. My good friend Satan. And, um, uh, where Ace is playing an attraction. On Sunday stream Otome Games, Japanese dating sims. On Wednesdays we stream Western dating sims, and Fridays are kind of a catch-all. Today I'm playing some PowerWash Simulator. Hi, What were you playing? I didn't get a chance to see what you were playing today. You're funny. Well, thanks. I guess. BioShock. Ooh. Man, I haven't thought about BioShock in literal literal years. Oh my gosh. How's the stream? Oh, the stream is going well. I'm by myself today. Just chilling. We've been talking some high school stories. I've been talking about some of my high school experience. Oh my gosh. J Kev, thank you for the gift subscription. Oh my. Just so you know, all gift subscriptions, we don't actually uh we actually don't keep any of the money. All of our money that you guys give us from bits and from gift subscriptions all get donated to the Trevor Project. So if you ever feel like dropping some bits and dropping some subs and gift subs, just know that all of that money actually goes to the Trevor Project to help out other to help out LGBT plus people. And yeah, Melik, it's not you this time. Man, I haven't. I remember. Um. I remember playing. I played Bioshock 2 first. And I loved Bioshock 2 when I played it. Um. I have not actually beaten Bioshock 1. And it's been so long. I should probably go back to that at some point. Ah. Yeah, it's my first time ever. Oh, man. I hope you've been enjoying it. BioShock is an interesting treat. I I've played some of one, and I'm like, it is who, it is a good time if that's your type of game. Yeah, yeah. I haven't played BioShock in ages. Uh-huh. Yeah. I think I played BioShock 2 when it was new. When did BioShock 2 come out? I'm about to feel old, aren't I? Oh my gosh. BioShock 2 came out in 2010. Oh, that game is 12 years old. I feel like I'm just gonna crumble into dust real quick. Just go along and fall into the dust of the world. Sounds about right, yeah. I should try to catch your stream at some point. Rogue, just because that's super interesting, just seeing first time playthroughs, especially of BioShock, which was big. That was a huge series back in the day. Oh man, 2011, yeah, man. Have I tried playing it on PC? Let's see. Because I know I have it on PC, or did I get it from a Humble Bundle? Bioshock 1 hasn't booted up. Apparently, I played 1 minute of Bioshock Remastered. Oh, I played 54 minutes of Bioshock 2 on PC. Oh yeah, I missed out on a lot of classics like that until 2 years ago. I was Nintendo only, but now that I have a PC, things have changed. Yeah, no, I understand that. I had an interesting childhood where I lived in a house of 8 people, one of whom was my uncle, who was a massive gamer. And so I kind of grew up around um PS. Like I grew up around a Super Nintendo, an N64, a PS1. At one point, we had a Dreamcast. Like my uncle kind of had like everything because he was a working adult and like didn't have any children and could afford it, living in a house with like 7 other people. Um, and so he actually let us borrow it. So I kind of got to play. Like a lot of like I didn't play all the classics. Um but I kind of got to play um lots of the classics when I was younger. No, I'm glad if people don't know, and I will gladly shout them out. The Ace couple do a podcast where they're an asexual married couple, and they just do a podcast talking about like different stuff. This week they did an interview with Kinmoku, who is an ace game designer who made a game called One Night Stand and um is making a game called Videoverse. Go check them out. They're on we don't have alert command. I'm sorry. Gonna head out though and take care of dinner right now. I hope the rest of your stream goes well. Hope I'm back. Yeah, no, feel free to hop back in if you want. Um, and also, if you do follow them, I'm actually gonna be on a podcast episode at some point. Um, we're bad streamers. We don't have the normal commands. Yeah, Lucy is great. Definitely recommend buying One Night Stand and Wish Just Link Videoverse. I feel like I watched somebody play One Night Stand forever ago. Like, I feel like it was literally forever ago. And I was kind of like at the time, like I don't know if I don't know if I knew I was ace at the time. But I was very much like, oh, okay, like that's kind of like that's a game, like whatever. Now would probably hit a lot differently. Probably hit a lot differently now. And definitely recommend, like, I feel like Videoverse might be on our backlog to get to. I'm not sure. I have to talk with Satan because Satan is the um Satan's the master of the backlog. It hits different to know that the devil's discovering her own ace identity while running it. Yeah. Which is why it's like, I probably should, like, take a look at it again, / play it. With the new context in mind. Yeah. I mean, for the people who are still here, this is a pretty, tonight's pretty, because I'm the only one here, it's a pretty chill night, just hanging out, talking. Feel free to lurk, feel free to talk if you want. I'm just gonna be here, just chatting with chat, hanging out. A short enough game that y'all might be able to actually finish multiple routes in a single night. Oh, ace couple, do not challenge us like that. Like, you shouldn't be trying to challenge us like that. And I know it's Courtney saying that, but like, ooh, where is the flippin'... Ah, okay. The tangent trip, 20 gold says, hey, Jim Jars, get out of here. The tangent train getting ready to destroy that challenge. No. Ace, Courtney, Royce, you weren't here for this. We were given a demo by, the Arcade Spirits team, to show off, the new challengers back in the day. A long time ago. They were like, okay, so it's gonna be like a 30-minute demo. No big deal. It's just gonna be like a 30-minute demo. Might be able to play through it a few times, see a few different choices and all that stuff. It literally took us like 2 hours to get through the demo. To the point where Two Flower, who's an ace dev, was like, how do you do this? This is a 30-minute demo. How? But he was also like, I can't, because he was showing up to our streams. He was like, I shouldn't expect it, but also like, oh my gosh. Now, Two Flower's great. Also, people should play Arcade Spirits if they haven't. I'm just saying that. Like, if you haven't, one of the writers is Ace. There is a non-romantic route if you want to. It is a wonderful time. Like, please go play it. Please love the game. And also, I think in the new challengers, there's again an ace route. There's also a poly route that our good friend Insidious Pie helped them with. There's at least one ending on One Night Stand that takes like 2 minutes. Interesting. So maybe you could do at least that one in there. Boom! 2 routes in one night. Now you're getting hasty. Cool. Cool. You should know that if you challenge us to do those 2 routes in one night, we only might get through about half of one. Tangents and all. See, now you're challenging us. I don't like the idea of being challenged like this. Yes, we are. Ooh, I guess I need to bring up to Satan that we're getting an ace couple challenge. And especially after that, all that lovely D&D we play, we're still getting challenged by the ace couple. I'm so hurt. What am I gonna do now? Teams are supposed to challenge their players. It's our job. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed my detect thoughts on the NPC. I hope you enjoyed the madness that has given me. Very much so, yes. Good. Gosh. Okay. Very much so, yes. Yay. Enjoy. Also, the fact that we went on an hour-long tangent on Monday about my sense of taste, I don't think y'all were prepared for that. I don't think I was prepared for that. So for people who don't know, I do not have a sense of taste. I cannot taste anything, except for I do have the inclination for spiciness once it reaches a certain threshold. But anything else, I can, like, it all tastes the same to me. I literally, there's no differences. And that's just a thing for me. It's just a thing. And yeah, hour-long tangent where people were finding out, like, my sense of taste it is a thing that I have to deal with, or my lack of sense of taste, I should say. Okay. Which way? There we go. That's okay. If we didn't go on that tangent, you probably would have gotten into something wild in Crackle one way or another. Yeah, well... I mean, Magic's the one who, is like, I need to watch this boat for Bupido because Bupido's gonna come back and I'm gonna catch him in the acts. And we're all like, Magic, give up on that, please. We'll search town, we'll find Bupido, we'll kill him, and then, we'll go on our way. Bupido is shady, and Bupido is never seen again. I mean, yeah, Bupido is scary. Or shady, not scary. Bupido's the opposite of scary. I can't read today, I'm sorry. We're gonna find him somehow, and he's gonna be just as sketchy as before. I don't think you can be sketchy if you're dead. Because really, if we find him again, the length of time he's gonna be alive is gonna be like 40 seconds. If that. $40? That's a long battle. Yeah, 40 seconds, that's 8 turns. Yeah, that'd be pretty long. No, 7 turns. Sure, that is a very long battle. Bupido could not possibly last that long unless you guys made him into a Bupido boss. Oh my gosh, a boss fight with Bupido would be hilarious. But now I'm just giving our DMs ideas. And I really shouldn't give my DMs ideas. Pipes, tiled floors, door hinges, line. I can just see. No idea needed. We already got it all planned. Courtney, Roy, stop terrifying me. No. Gosh dang it. If we turn up trying to leave Gracklesta and, like, we get, like, Bupido the boss fight, and, like, you turn on, like, some epic boss fight music and stuff like that, and it's just now, like, boss fight time, I will be terrified. I think Magic wouldn't feel bad about killing Pupito at that point, but... Or I would hope Magic wouldn't feel bad about killing Pupito at that point. What the flip? There we go. Oh, jeez. Patchoulie's moral compass is of no concern to Cade. I still find it hilarious that you made a mention of Pupito. Surprised you thought the Demogorgon was the boss? Nay, 'tis Pupito who's the BBEG. I didn't assume the Demogorgon was the BBEG. I assumed the Demogorgon just showed up. If the big Demogorgon was the BBEG, I'm terrified. And I'm still find it funny how Patchouli was like, made a comment about Bupito, and it's like, oh, you realized I'm gonna kill him? Like... Look, to Cade, if Patchouli doesn't take part in the killing, they're not involved. Right? That's how it works, right? You totally just walked into Jim. Yeah, I did. That that literally threw me for a loop and shocked me. That was pretty good. Jim Jar PBEG theory time. No. I would also totally want to kill Jim Jar, though. I am not a nice person. We killed Pupito. Congrats, you made it to level 5. It's like, wait, what? You definitely just witnessed a murder and we're like, yeah, that's fine. I also hope that against all odds, Darendelle survived Demogorgon and will pop back up so it can force the Cade there to watch once more. No! Y'all were like, we're gonna make them friends or just we're doing it to piss off Cade. Well, see, here's the thing. Cade can now watch with literally everyone. I can watch with Einrim, I can watch with Patchouli, Sereth, like. So if Darendelle comes back and Darendelle takes watch, yeah, I would then have to take watch with Darendelle, I guess. This is what I get when I make a half elf who now does not need to sleep. Oh, but Darendelle is super dead. Like, I don't see any possible way that Darendelle survived that. Okay, where's the last remaining? You were particularly interested in learning about him. Look, the only other person who could learn about him was Patchouli. Cade wasn't gonna learn about him because Cade was just like, okay, he's whining, he's complaining, oh no, he's an elven prince, blah blah blah. He could have been the greatest elven prince out there. Cade still wouldn't have cared. Okay, weird looking elven prince Cade has ever seen. But you know what? How many elven princes has Cade seen? Yep, there is the gnome of the level. Oh my gosh. I'm just hitting all the wrong buttons. I'm sure with enough time we would have been suspicious of Darendelle too, since the only NPC I trust 100% is Stool. Wait, you don't trust Eldith? You don't trust the dwarf? What has Eldith ever done to you? You don't trust Sareth? Come on! Courtney, Royce, you have made it so hard to trust Sareth. No offense. And it's probably the book as written. I don't know if you've taken any liberties with Sareth, but oh my gosh. The whole memory issue, like just really the whole memory. She's second most trusted. I just don't think Stool is capable of lying. No, Sarah is sus as heck. What's going on with that guy? And it's the type of stuff where it's like, I don't know what is... how much y'all have changed, how much you've made, different. Because I don't know how much you guys are, like, changing the story or something. Or how much is just like, man, he's just excited. And that is suspicious, seeing how literally a day ago he was like, oh my gosh, like I might have to have like a cloak over myself the entire time, like I don't want to be found out, like bad things could happen, yada yada yada. To immediately go from that to, oh my gosh, we made it, oh man, this is great, this is wonderful. No, that's not how it works. There we go. Okay. But now, I mean, yeah, Soul's probably the most trustworthy. Assume that we took some liberties with basically everything that is roleplayed. This book is very violent and not very roleplay, but that's less fun. Okay. I mean, I know you guys talked about, like, the book as written is basically, like, getting, like, being attacked constantly, like... attacked, like people trying to kidnap constantly, and it's kind of just like, which is not very, which can be enjoyable, but it's kind of just like, so battle heavy. Oh no, the story has been amazing so far. I love the recap so much. I checked the recap earlier this week and I was amazed. And I'm like, wait, were the dates always there? Or did y'all add the dates after the fact? Because if y'all did, that was amazing. To just be like, oh my gosh, the dates are there. It's not just day 7. Cade was whining in a corner again. Yeah, that's really cool. See, I'm like, the fact that y'all have those recaps, I'm like, oh, that, like, this is super interesting. Because it helps keep everyone, like, just remembering, and it's like, oh man, it's been so good. I just feel bad because I'm just like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm talking a lot, and I'm like, I want to get in the back seat and let other people take control. Because I'm talking a lot during sessions. Which could just be my, me feeling like I always talk a lot. See, I'm somebody, for the people who don't know, I was a very quiet child. So, now I'm always like, oh, but I'm talking so much. I need to stop talking and let other people talk. Oh no. Did I talk over somebody? Oh no. Oh no, does that mean we're gonna find Patrulli's brother? Dead? In the Underdark? Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah. Super exciting. Don't curse me like that, Sharky! How else would you like me to curse you, magic? Would you like me to curse you? Oh man, should one of these days I should detect thoughts patchouli? What will happen if I detect thoughts patchouli? Will that get some party infighting going? Even more party infighting? Since apparently like half of what we do is party infighting. No, it has been a wonderful, like, D&D game so far. I am super excited to see what's gonna happen. There we go. Do, do, do. See, I love the silence after I said maybe I should just read Pachuli's mind, and it's kind of just like, well, magic's not saying no. Maybe then I would find out who their patron is. Since Patchouli didn't want to answer my question. Patchouli will reveal Caitlyn when Cade reveals his. Has Patchouli asked who's Cade's patron? I think you asked what the necklace was about, but I don't think you asked who Cade's patron is. Also, how is Patchouli going to, like, react to being like, oh yeah, my patron is blah blah blah? Like, not very nice person. Not directly, no. See, that's the thing. Like, Kate's not just gonna give that information out. Kate asked you directly who your patron was, and you're like, It's not insignificant that she won't know his patron, uh, being from a different planet. All that's true. We love D&D. Oh, D&D's great. Make worlds for friends to wreck. I miss playing D&D. Haven't played in months. Oh, sorry to hear that. Do you have a dedicated, like, group that you play with, Death? Where the flip is this pixel? There's that pixel. Okay. Cistern pipes. There's one cistern pipe that I haven't gotten. 1, 2, 3. Cistern pipe. Ah. Uh-huh. You'll have confirmed for us that having the right group of people is key to successful D&D nights. We're very grateful for you. Oh. I mean, and that's the thing, right? Like, um like D&D is super fun, but like without the right group, it just doesn't click as well. Because like you really have to have like similar humor, similar boundaries, like there's just something to it where it's like I don't know, you just kind of need the right. Where the flip? Yeah, no, we're 3 players and my partner is the DM, but they're not really in the mood for DM right now. They think they do a bad job even though they're great, but they said they're working on stuff for our group, not only D&D, but for your teamwork mindset to keep the adventure going even if our characters hate each other. I mean that yeah, no, I understand that. I mean um some campaigns that it's only like a few of us and it's kind of like it's really it can be really hard um when there's so few people sometimes. Where the flip is this last wall? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Where the flap is where the flip is 13 and 14. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4. Teamwork money. Yes and no. Yeah, no, I kind of I kind of figured that. Um due to uh the response afterwards. No, I, I mean before this group that I'm in, I did not have a dedicated like we had groups. I mean I was in a group with some friends. Um the thing is that like we only met up once every few months. If even after because of the pandemic, like there were there were long, like, we weren't meeting up, like, almost ever because of that. Just because, like, we don't want to get sick. Um, oh. Um, so, like, it has been very interesting going from, never having, like, not really having a group, like, to do it, like, every week, or even, like, every other or something like that, to, oh, every Monday we're now meeting up um, and playing. It is very different. Okay. Toilets. Steel girders. Where are there steel girders? Oh, up here. Where is this cubicle wall? Sorry, it's almost been 2 hours and I've only done this one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know and about the whole like teamwork. I am like I don't know how we are making it work, like teamwork happen with our group, because man, our group hates each other. Not in like the players hate each other, the characters hate each other. Like it is pretty much a feud between the characters. I feel like last session was a little bit better, but yeah, but the players like each other, so making things happen. Yeah, exactly. The players really like each other. Somehow perfect for this setting? Yeah, kind of. For the people who came in a little bit later, I'm going for the achievement on this level, which is you're doing the toilets last. So I'm just making sure to get those toilet things last. I mean, yeah, like, go away. Um, I mean, I'm still finding it funny how three of us decided to make evil characters. You murder without restraint, and we're clearly fundamentally different people, but I'll heal you and make sure you live through this fight. I cannot wait until we get into, like, a big fight, and Patchouli's gonna have, like, Patchouli's on, like, super healing duty. Oh, good. Because, like, man, level 5 feels like it's going to be a big jump in power, and we're gonna get into some huge trouble once we hit level 5. But the fact that our cantrips get more powerful, that's going to be so nice. 2 Eldritch Blast beams? Aw, man. The spell I barely use as a warlock. Wait, toilet clean, toilet clean, toilet clean, toilet not clean. Come on. More like I will melt these opponents and then promise away the lives of the NPCs. Yeah, really. Patchouli's actually more of an evil character than Einrim, Sul, or Cade. Patchouli just has the trappings of a good person. Where it's like, no, I didn't purposely mean uh to wipe out an entire party with inflict wounds. Shop. Power washers. I have bought the most powerful power wash. Many wounds were inflicted on that day. Yeah, really. Patchouli's like 120, 2100, 2700, 3000. Okay. Patchouli sobbing as she one hits another NPC with inflictions. I'm a good noodle. I'm a good noodle. Are you? Are you a good noodle? No, not alt tab. Helter Skelter. Complete the objects that have light bulbs before anything. Okay, what? Hold on, I need to bring up which ones have objects, or which ones have light bulbs. P Power Wash. Um, Do. Oh, good lord. Oh, look, a carnival. Yes, we're back in the carnival. They have asked us to come back to clean the Helter Skelter. Wait, why am I using this? Oh, good times. I have never been on a Helter Skelter. So if they're good times, that is times I don't know about. Okay. So yes, the achievement this time we're going for is, anything that has a light on it, we need to clean, we need to ding before, all of them before anything else. Or just carnivals in general for me. Oh, so you can, pull knives on more carnies? That was one time! I suppose more, maybe replace good with eventful? Weird? Yeah, you, pull more knives on carnies. Uh-huh, you aren't proving me wrong, Courtney. I did technically have more than one knife that day. I could have kept going. Exactly! So you're not proving me wrong. I never had to pull out a second blade on anybody. The first one is usually sufficient. Well, one day you're gonna have to pull out 5 blades. And then you're gonna be like, Sharky, why did you curse me like this? I had to pull 5 blades on somebody. And I'm gonna be like, you know, this is just what I do to people. And I'm gonna have a good laugh, and I'm gonna have a good laugh. Okay, I think that's all the lights I can get to here. Bold of you to assume I'm ever leaving the house again. Bold of you to assume that the person you're pulling blades on didn't knock on your front door. Person who pulled a sword on a Mormon. That was an accident! That's what they all say. Courtney, you're gonna regret telling so many stories because I'm just gonna do stuff like this to you. Everyone who's ever pulled on a sword to the everyone who's everyone who's ever pulled a sword on Mormons? How many of there could there be? I guess you'd be surprised. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe there's been dozens of people that just pulled swords on Mormons. You never know. Who are you to say? You're not their dad. Man, this is so much harder, I feel like. Getting, Honestly, those Mormons were gutsy. The neighbors' kids wouldn't even trick-or-treat at my house that year, even though I had full-size candy bars and cans of soda. Man, you were giving out full-size candy bars and cans of soda? Courtney's the fancy house. For trick-or-treating, jeez. Giving out full-size candy bars and cans of soda like that. I love Halloween and children. I don't mess around with trick-or-treating. Good to know. Apparently, if I ever have kids, I need to send them to your place. No! Oh, hey, there's the Here's the carousel we cleaned off earlier. We've had more luck at our current house. That's good. Whee! This house isn't held together with duct tape, and I go dancing in the woods in the middle of the night far less often. Courtney, how often were you dancing in the middle of the woods at night? Do I need to be terrified? Nightly. Oh my gosh, a second raid! Hello! The sweet beans are here to shower you. Oh, hello, everyone. I'm Sharky. Normally there's a Satan here with me, but today I'm just solo. And I'm just chilling and playing some PowerWash Sim and chatting with chat. Hope you guys had a good stream. Gee, this game is so aesthetically pleasing. Oh, yes. I've been playing this off and on stream for a few months now. Normally, oh my gosh, thanks for the follow. Normally on streams, on Sundays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. Pacific. We play Otome games. Right now we're playing Code Realize, and we're trying to date Victor Frankenstein. On Wednesdays we play Western Dating Sims, and on Friday is a grab bag. We kind of play what we feel like, just chill and hang out with chat. Wednesdays and Fridays are at 9:30 p.m. Pacific, 6:30 or 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. What were you playing over there? I'm still gaming. Most of my folks are lurking. No, that's totally fine. Lurkers are great. Lurkers are amazing. I love lurkers. Hello. Oh, thanks for the follow. Robbie the Grouch. No, feel free to just hang out and listen, hearing some power washing and just chatting here at the raid. I hope your stream's going well. Yeah! like I said, I've just been here with chat. I told some high school stories. Um, we've talked about um we've talked about like D&D and some other stuff. It's been very chill. Have you found that Power Wash sim gives you motion sickness? I want to play, but I'm scared of that. Um, for me, no. Power Wash does not give me motion sickness. However, there is a mode on keyboard and mouse. If you press C, they added in a like a free aim mode where you don't have to. It doesn't have to go. You can kind of free aim to try to get it, which is supposed to help with the motion sickness. Um, I am. I never really use that myself because for me it doesn't feel as accurate. Um, but that could just be me. But that is a concern with some people, and that's a valid concern. But no, I mean, we have had one person, a good friend of ours, show up, to Flower, who showed up and was here for a little bit before having to go due to just watching it was motion sickness inducing for them, or for him. So like it is a very valid concern. But no, hope your stream went well. Have fun still gaming if you're still listening. I will be here and entertain the chat with the sound of the power wash. Ah, there we go. For the people who are coming in fresh, I am an I do a lot of achievement hunting when I play games. So right now I'm going for an achievement while I'm playing through it. The achievement for every or most levels have like a very specific power wash in this specific way. Psh, the sound of power wash. Um, the achievement for this level is to clean everything with lights on it first. So I'm just getting all the lights out of the way before I go do the rest of the stuff. Oh man, 2 raids in one day. This is, whew. There we go. How much is left? We got 5 more of these lights. And then there's one more big one that I have to do at the top. But we've been also playing through the story. There are some days on Fridays where we'll play like where we'll like one of the big ones that we played was Sims 4. Um we've been creating some of our ace friends in Sims 4. and then having like just a world with a bunch of ace friends. Especially now that Sims 4 has the update about sexuality. But yeah, we're pretty chill over here. Best way to and like I said, it's normally me and my good friend Satan. Best way to describe us is it watching two friends sit on a couch playing a game together, bickering and all. Da. Um, what to talk about? What to talk about, man? Go. We have gnome trauma from last time you brought out this sample tape. Look. That is the only level that has that requirement. All of the rest of the levels are like complete. The only one that has like an interesting requirement is there's a Ferris wheel level. And yeah, that, and then the last level has an interesting requirement. But like the Ferris wheel level, you have to ride the Ferris wheel with the gnome. So like, don't worry, the gnomes aren't gone. A dream, honestly. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to... Where is the... Ah, okay. I want to bring my gnomes to a Ferris wheel ride. You don't need to bring gnomes to a Ferris wheel ride. You can just, like, not, please. No! I'm gonna have to go down to... Not having fall damage is the best thing ever. No, I think I will. Oh, Courtney. All we need is a Royce needs a gnome story now. I want to hear a gnome story from Royce. What kind of gnome havoc could Royce get into? I love how I don't even need to clarify uh, which of us is typing on this account anymore. Because it's so easy to tell. Like, Courtney, it's so easy to tell when it's you and when it's Royce, honestly. Like, I feel like if you said that, like, 5 months ago, it would be like, wait, which one's saying this? Which one is saying that? But at this point, it's like, oh no, I know that's Courtney. Because if it was Royce saying it, I would be like, oh, interesting, huh? But no. It's Courtney. And you can't... True friendship. And I mean, like, here's the thing. You can't even say I'm wrong. Yeah, and most of Royce's weird stories are because you're present. I took Satan's ear off for hours last weekend, and as soon as I hung up, realized I missed several related stories somehow. Royce was like, I wondered when that part was gonna come up. See, and that's the thing. Where it's like, I feel like Royce is basically just like, huh, yeah, uh-huh. Yep, this happened. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh man, you haven't told them about X, Y, or Z yet. You haven't told them the story about how you punched a lion. I'm just saying that at random. But also, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you somehow punched a lion. Well, you used to be a zookeeper, so that's not that much of a surprise that you fed one by hand. I'm still like, how did you go from, like, all of the, like, how did you jump from one of the, like, all these jobs to each other? I'm so confused. How does this work? And you said I did not punch a lion. I did not. You have not punched a lion yet. I sculpted a big cardboard elephant for them once. They liked that. Professional weirdo long before I had a business card that said as much. Wait, does your business card say professional weirdo? Why am I... Like, I shouldn't be surprised at this point. Yeah. I'm so close to finishing this achievement. Victorian hair artist, historian, professional weirdo. Oh my gosh. Courtney. Don't know what we're gonna do with you. Where is there so much dirt? Royce had at one point had a business card that says unicorn. Royce, why did you have a business card that said unicorn? Oh, that's why. Just it just happens sometimes. I don't You know, I don't know if that just happens. I don't know many people who just happen to have a business card that says, unicorn. And I'm like, did it just say unicorn out of context? Did it, like, what was the context? It said unicorn. I feel like I'm learning a lot tonight. Oh, good. So there's still 2 of these. Nah. You see UX unicorn, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see that, though. Boom, achievement, okay. See, that one's not that weird. Where it says UX unicorn, okay, yeah, I could see that. See, y'all are professionals. Y'all have business cards. I don't. I've never had a business card in my life. I've been given business cards by people who have business cards, but I've never had a business card. I don't even know what I would put on a business card. For some ungodly reason, YouTube recommended us a video called I downloaded 10,000 viruses and then called tech support, and we wondered how upsetting it would be for you. At that point, if somebody was like, I got all these viruses on my computer, I'm like, okay, shut down your computer. And it would depend on if it was a personal computer or work computer, right? Because my job is usually related with work computers, not personal computers. If it was a work computer, I'd been like, okay, shut it down, send it to us. We're gonna just wipe it and wipe it and reinstall Windows. Like, if this was like a personal computer, I would be like, y'all on your own now. See, the unfortunate thing about having a business card is being around other people who are likely to give you their business cards. Then you have thousands of unnecessary business cards floating around your house. That does sound unfortunate. As unfortunate as this face. See, I'm so glad I'm not in the IT industry. That works with like personal computers, because I don't know how I could possibly manage working with personal computers. Like when I was doing IT for college, um we had to work with personal computers to a degree, just because like we were troubleshooting like we had to like do some stuff with students' computers sometimes. And it was kind of just like, y'all do things to your computers that I don't even want to think about. And then when we would shut off computer accounts because of the college got a DMCA notice because a student downloaded something that they weren't supposed to, and then they would call in and be like, "What? Why can't I get into? Why can't I get in?" And we're like, "Okay, well, let's take a look. Oh, you downloaded X, Y, and Z to your computer. Oh, that wasn't me. That was my friend. I don't care if that was your friend. They were on your computer, and you have the consequences. So remove it. And then go here to respond, and then once you respond, they'll do it. They'll handle it accordingly. Have a good day. And man, let me tell you, there are some things that people downloaded on a college campus Wi-Fi. Oh dear. And all we got were the names. So like there were there were times where it was like, oh, it was in the height of Game of Thrones, so college student downloaded pirated newest Game of Thrones episode, and yada yada yada. But then there were the times where we got the names of just some porn things, and we're like, oh geez, okay, okay. This is a thing that we have to handle. Me as a part-time student worker. Answering the phones. Well, we know what Sharky Interview Part 2 is gonna be about. What? IT support or porn? Well, I don't know where you're going with this. There was also the time where I was like on my first week at the job, where because college campus, people would bring like smart TVs and game consoles and stuff, and on the first week, which was like the week that all the students were moving into the dorms, somebody called us and was like, you need to come over there and set up my son's TV. And we're like, sorry, we don't handle that. Here's the procedure for them to get it connected to the Wi-Fi. And they're like, if you don't go to my son's dorm room and set up his TV for him, I'm going to contact the president of the university. And we're just like, yeah, good luck with that, sir. I mean, there was also the time where one of the professors thought aliens had taken control of his computer. Not the president of the university. What the crap is the president of the university gonna do? They don't give a crap. Yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh. And that wasn't the first time during my 2 years at working at that IT desk that somebody threatened that they were going to go to the president. The other so little background. At one point in time, Google had a thing with colleges where you could basically get a Gmail and it would service as an EDU account, so that like you could basically, instead of using like your sometimes crappy college email, you could basically use like a Gmail type thing. And our college had it, but like around, I think the time I started, it got discontinued to the point where um we couldn't even reset the credentials for it. Like if somebody was locked out of that email account, there was nothing we could do. Like absolutely nothing. Just how it goes. And this was like later on, like probably a year and a half in. Somebody called in and they were like, I can't get into this email, and they had left the college like years ago. But the thing was that this email was supposed to be a forever email. Like, you're supposed to always be able to get into it. Like, it would never be deleted because it's essentially a Gmail. And, they were like, no, you need to let me in. And I'm like, sorry, there's nothing, um, there's nothing, there's nothing we can do about it. Um, like it's been discontinued, like we can't do anything about it. And they're like, you need to let me into that email right now, or else I'm going to go to the president of the university. And we're like, feel free, still can't get you in, sorry. And the person just hung up on us. We're like, okay. Why is this person, Kevin, rating your technique and are like actively watching you right now? Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention until I saw that out of the corner of my eye when you sang that, and I saw it was like technique, slope discretion. I'm like, okay. I liked stance 9. Saying that while I'm crouching on top of a slide of a helter skelter. Wait, what? What do we miss? Who's Kevin? So sometimes on the right hand side, there are people are like messaging you, like for updates or for like background information, asking questions, stuff like that. And it's like, because there's actually like a bit of story going on in this game. I haven't really like showcased some of the messages, but like there's kind of like a story going on. There's people you meet and yada yada. Um, and just now this person named Kevin messaged me and was like, "Oh man, I like how you've been doing on it," and was like rating our power washing technique. And one of the things was stance 9 out of 10. Like soap discretion was like 8.3 out of 10. What has a deeper lore, PowerWash Simulator or Kingdom Hearts? Well, 9 out of 10 rating's not a bad, I suppose. Congrats. Thanks. I'll take the PowerWash lore. What do you mean, Magic? Don't you want to see Donald turn into a bird and Goofy turn into a turtle so that you can go save Simba from his evil Uncle Scar after their world has come back from the dead? He's already a bird. No, no, no. Not a bird like that. Why does he need to become a different one? Because if he was the normal bird, the world order would be broken. Because nobody can know that there's outside worlds. And no, I'm not actually joking. Like, for the people who've never seen Kingdom Hearts, Google Donald Lion King world. Or Donald Kingdom Hearts Lion King. And Goofy Kingdom Hearts Lion King. And you'll see Goofy becomes a turtle, Donald becomes a bird. Wait, did Magic not know about the appearance change in the Pride Lands? Magic hasn't seen the Pride Lands because I haven't done Kingdom Hearts 2. Alright, let me Google this. Donald Duck is for some reason a big deal in Sweden on Christmas. They call him the... Interesting. Kaleanka? We don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts except what facts get redeemed on screen. So when are you going to continue the classes? Yeah, I need to. What the crap is happening with Goofy? Goofy's a turtle. Okay, okay. I feel like I have to show this on screen real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts, Donald Duck, Pride Lands. Okay, I'm just gonna add window capture. Oh, and just for good measure, that's Pete. Right. Oh, wait, hold on. Transform, fit the screen. So here's Sora right here. This is Donald Duck. This is Goofy, and this is Pete, Mickey Mouse's arch nemesis. This is what they show up as, uh, in when they go see Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa in the Pridelands. These games are designed to cause psychic damage to me specifically. I'm sorry, Magic. Yeah, Donald does kind of look like Zazu. Which I don't think, does Zazu even show up in Kingdom Hearts 2? I don't remember. I literally can't remember a scene that Zazu shows up in. None of this has been covered in my Swedish children books. I'm way out of my depth. Yeah, I'm like... Don't worry, so is Magic. Magic is also way out of their depth when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, and it causes them psychic damage. It's like I keep casting Vicious Mockery whenever I inform Magic about something Kingdom Hearts related. Except it's not 1d4, it's like a 2d8 plus 8. I'm drowning. Magic, you're not allowed to drown. Oh no. I mean, 2d8 plus 8 psychic damage. That's pretty deadly. It's been a while since I've played Kingdom Hearts 2. I remember... Not to me, I'm strong, father. But Julie's like, hold my hands. So I can cast Inflict Wounds on Cade real quick. See... Well, and that's not the only world that Donald and Goofy change forms. Hold on. Let me uh nope, that's nope. Let me see. So in Atlantica, Sora becomes like a mermaid shark. Donald becomes like a mermaid squid thing. And Goofy's a sea turtle. Potentially at some point in the future, trying to trick an NPC. Oh no, I'm a bit nervous. Can you hold my hand? Well, Kate's still in the night room just watchfully knowing. Okay, we've been awake since 2 a.m., so we're gonna go eep now. Yes, you go eep. I hate this. I'm not totally convinced we're not just hallucinating all this King Hearts info. Oh, don't worry. You can ask me on Monday, and I'll re-show it to you. Don't worry. Gotta incorporate that shield. Also, are turtles reptiles? No. If you want to get really mad magic, look up some of the songs from Kingdom Hearts 2 Atlantica. Because then they're like in those forms but like singing and dancing. I was quite sure turtles are reptiles, but your questions caused a spiral of doubt that ended up in the dumbest Google search of all time. I don't know what turtles would be considered, which is why I asked. I do not want to see that, Father. Be able to see tonight. So, what was your Google search and what information did you find out? What is Kevin asking me this time? Straight up typed, are turtles reptiles? And what did you find out? Are turtles reptiles? Indeed, they are interesting. See, you just taught me something. See, I don't know if Magic wants to know about how in Toy Story they all become toys. They go visit Woody and Buzz and become literal toys. Or Tron, where they just get Tron outfits. or Pirates of the Caribbean, where Donald and Goofy become disgustingly realistic. Magic's gonna be like, okay, I'm never showing up again. Thank you, Streamfather. Have a nice century. Kingdom Hearts has already ruined my night, so I guess I'm looking this up. I love how it's like, Kingdom Hearts has ruined my night. And then here Melik's like, yep. Oddly realistic Donald and Goofy in pirate outfits. Or in Kingdom Hearts 2, they literally look the same. They're just cartoon characters talking to Jack Sparrow. I'm just wait. Oh, I hate this. The Pirates art style is so disjointed with Kingdom Hearts. Well, so there's Kingdom Hearts 2 Pirates of the Caribbean, and then there's Kingdom Hearts 3 Pirates of the Caribbean. So which one are you looking at? Because both of them have very different Kingdom Hearts looks. Kingdom Hearts 3. No. You should look up a picture of Kingdom Hearts 2 Pirates of the Caribbean. Because that will be, like, that's gonna be a thing. Never mind. Oh, yes! Monsters Inc., where they become monsters. Yes! Yep, that's a thing. I'm trying to think of what other transformations there are. Because Tron has one. Atlantica has one. I can't remember. Oh, I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas has two, technically. Depending on if you're in Halloween Town or Christmas Town. See, I don't think the Monsters Inc. one are that bad. I think they're more hilarious than anything. Like, they're just funny looking to me. They are upsetting. All this knowledge has been upsetting. You have upset me, Father. Well, I mean, I haven't even gotten started on the all the Soras and not Soras. So like, really, like I haven't even started trying to upset you yet. Because once we start talking about all the Soras and the not lookalikes, well, that's when everything starts getting fun. Magic is upset with me. I'm sorry, my stream child. I'm sorry I have burdened you with the knowledge. And apparently have ruined your night. I shall forgive you this time. Oh, so you mean once I start classes back up, you won't forgive me? When you're forced to sit down and learn about um, all the different versions of Sora out there? And how they're not actually all Sora because they're independent people who just look like Sora and also don't look like Sora at the same time? Is that when you won't forgive me? Because I feel like at some point I'm just gonna burden you with some like Kingdom Hearts knowledge where you're like, you know what, this was too much. One of these days I'm gonna find out what hits the too much on your Kingdom Hearts threshold. I'm almost done. Oh, Jesus. We've been going for 3 hours. Oh, my gosh. Or I've been going for 3 hours. I'm gonna try to finish this one, but and then be done for the night. I didn't realize how long I've been going. Okay. Okay. Man, we're at 92%. Okay. There we go. Oop. Let's get up taller. Okay, I need to move it over here. '96. I'm getting so close. No! I fell off the side. Okay. Let's get a little bit higher. Okay, I guess I need to get a little bit higher. What's left? Door decoration. Empty door frame. Platform on her side. Scaffolding. Scaffolding, where are you? Okay. Need to go pretty high up. Cool. Just a little bit over there. Oh, there we go. Go over here. Awesome. And then here we go. 99% clean, almost there. Okay, signposts. Jeez, there's so much at 99%. Slide base. It's probably closer to the top. Oh, no, there's one down here. Oh. Ah. Okay. One slide rail. Okay. You know what? I should catch up with the owl house. I haven't, which is completely random from what I'm doing, but I haven't caught up with the end of the last season yet of the owl house. And I should really do that, because that show's a good show. And if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's a really good show. I should also, watch, Infinity Train. Because, I, acquired, uh, some episodes, and, I hear it's a good show. I'm gonna need the, scaffolding. I feel like somebody in chat recommended Infinity Train to me at some point. I don't remember who. If it was Magic or Malik or somebody else. Okay. Oh, come on. There's my car, which I also power washed. It was like the first thing we power washed in the game. That's a 4th tier panel. There we go. Okay, it's at the beginning of here. Some 4th tier, some 5th tier, top door frame, top frames, top panels, vertical frames. Jeez. Ugh. Well, that was an easy one to find. How many more are there? There's 2 more. Ah, there's the problem. Ah. Think. Just swap back to this. There we go. 5th tier panels. That I feel like I need to get. gosh, this cleanup is going terribly. Just to make sure that it's cool. So that's the only fifth panel? No, there's like 3 more fifth panels. I'm like... Ah. There we go. There's still one more. Top frame. Wait. Aha. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's still that one. I'm like, I don't... Aha. There we go. So just a top frame. Jesus, it's been going on for 3.5 hours. Oh my gosh, he did it. Let's... Yeah, let's do the short extension. And the long extension. So that means that all I have to own is these two, the soap and the extra long, which is probably going to take me like 2 or 3 more jobs, but that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. If y'all stayed from the raid, thank you for staying from the raid. We will be back on Sunday at 5 somewhere between 5:30 to 6 Eastern, 2:30 to 3 p.m. Pacific. Um, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.